cocks are crowing, daylight's appearing, it's drawing near to the break of day. Arise, my charmer, out of your slumber. Arise, my darling, and come away. When he came to his true love's window, he kneeled alone down upon the stone, and through the pain he whispered soft, arise, my darling, and let me in. Who is that is at my window? Who is that knows me so well? It's me, you poor wounded lover. That thing would have talked love to you a while. Go away now and ask your daddy if he'll allow you my bride to be. And if he says no, in return tell me, oh, this is the last night I will trouble thee. My dad, he's in his bed chair, he's fast asleep on his bed of ease. But in his pocket there lies a letter. Yeah. Would you read it, Father, unto your dispraise? Oh, what dispraise can he give unto me? A faithful husband to you I'll be, and one of the neighbors up around their houses. The same, my God, you will have with me.
How is everyone? Wait now.
I go,
That's the new Paul Brady record. I love it. It's probably old now, but it's new enough. Turning everything off here. How are you? I hope you're doing well. This is a snowy Sunday afternoon in St. John's, Newfoundland. Joni is here.
Woohoo!
Here she is. Some requests, some strange ones, and I sort of dug out a bunch of older treasures there now. Let's see how it goes today. I hope you're well. I didn't do a show the other day when it was Pink Day all over the world for kindness, so as usual I'm a bit late, so happy belated Kindness Day to you. This is an old one. From my ute, from my radio ute. Hey, Mr. Dream Seller, where have you been? Tell me, have you dreams I can see? You came along just to sing for me a song. Can you spare one dream for me? You won't have met me, you'll soon forget, so don't mind me tugging at your sleeve. I'm asking you if I can fix a rendezvous, for your dreams are all I believe. Meet me on the corner when the lights are coming on, and I'll be there, I promise I'll be there. Down the empty streets we'll disappear into the dawn, if you have dreams enough to share. Lay down your bundles piles of rags and reminders. Spread your wares on the ground. Well, I've got time if you deal in rhyme, 'cause I'm just hanging around. Meet me on the corner when the lights are coming on. I'll be there, I promise I'll be there. Down the empty streets will disappear into the dawn, if you have dreams enough to share. Hey, Mr. Dream Setter, where have you been? Tell me, have you dreams I can feel? You came along just to sing for me this song. Tell me, have you any dreams for me? Meet me on the corner when the lights are coming on. I'll be there, I promise I'll be there. Down the empty streets will disappear into the dawn, if you have dreams enough to share. Hey, Mr. Dream Setter, where have you been? Tell me, have you dreams I can see? You came along just to sing for me this song. Tell me, have you any dreams for me? You came along just to sing for me this song. Tell me, have you any dreams for me? There we are. Lovely. Thank you, audience of Bon Joni.
You have lots of people watching. Ian is watching. And
Hello, Ian.
Jerry is watching. Mary Gums is watching. Our friend Peggy Wood and Judy Guptill, they're all watching. Ewan is here.
Listen, have you nothing better to do on a Sunday afternoon? I'm glad you don't, but you know, this is good. All right, this is good. This next song, this is I call this the tribute to Newfoundland. This is a song I'd heard over the years, and credit where credit is due. My friend Larry Foley, when he had a studio, I believe it was up on Freshwater Road, Larry and I were comparing microphones, and we were trying out this new mic, and Larry at the time had a lovely old J200, black, and if people in Newfoundland know what that guitar was. It was actually one of Ron Hines' J200s, and I had never actually played it, so I was all goofy. I wanted to play that thing, you know. I mean, that's a piece of history. So many songs were written on that, Sonny's Dream being one of them. So anyway, I realized it had an incredibly small neck, like width-wise. It was really tiny. And my hands aren't big, but I like a wider neck, you know. And that's probably because I don't want to be hitting two strings at once and making a big old clang. But anyway, I picked up the guitar and was playing with this, and Larry had the words of this song, and we sang it just kind of one microphone, one guitar, one vocal, and we really liked it. Both of us really liked the song and the approach, and it sounded really good, and that's the version that got released on record. So, tribute to Newfoundland. This song would have been sung many, many times at Aaron's. You'll recognize the tune. It was just a year ago today I left my Emerald Isle, and for the lovely shores of Newfoundland I traveled many a mile. Well, the people there, they welcomed me with open heart and hand. Sure, I thought that I was home again, dear old Ireland. There were Kellys, Murphys, and Malones, O'Briens, and O'Hares. Such a lovely bunch of lads we boys as ever could compare. As Mars and this fisherman, well, they came across the sea to this lovely isle of Newfoundland, second home to me. From Corner Brook to Carbonear and down to Old St. John, you'll always find the welcome there, and you'll hear some Irish songs. Oh, it fills my eyes, it lifts my heart to hear those songs again. And it makes me proud that we can say that we are Irishmen and women. And when the time it comes and I must go to my home across the sea, this lovely isle of Newfoundland, it will still be calling me. From her pine-clad hills, her mountain glens, and her shores of shingle and sand. God bless and keep you as you are. We love you, Newfoundland. From her pine-clad hills, her mountain glens, and her shores of shingle in the sand. God bless and keep you as you are. We love you, Newfoundland. God bless and keep you as you are. We love you, Newfoundland. Yes. It's great when Joni's in the background, hey, doing all that stuff. It's excellent.
Trying to whistle.
Now, I didn't. Sunday afternoon, it's snowing here, it's windy here, it's a bit dirty out there. And ginger ale today with a splash of surprise. That's what we're at. So if you're having a drink out there while we're doing this, and what else is there to do on a Sunday afternoon? Watch me and drink your face off, but or not, or sing along. I'm going to do one here called Take Her in Your Arms, and my friend Pat Chesil requested this song.
And Pat's watching, and Brother Chuck and the girls around from Oregon.
Oh, my family out in Oregon is watching again. This is great. Consider this church. It's hard to say now when you got a drink in your hand Sunday afternoon. Oh, Joni poured that drink. Jumping. Anyway, this is called Take Her in Your Arms, and myself and Brian Doherty, as Evans and Doherty, have done this for years and years. And I haven't sung it in a while, actually. I think maybe the last time, maybe not the last time that Brian and I were together, which was November. We were over and popped over for a couple of days to do a celebration of the Triangle's 20th anniversary. And it went quite well. Now, I couldn't do that now because we were talking about going over and doing we had a tour lined up in March, which we have moved now to March, you got to get the years right, 2022, with any luck. And it turns out that if I went over for, I don't know, however many gigs we had, the 10 gigs, 12 gigs, 8 gigs, I don't know, that I would have had to get there and hibernate for 2 weeks, alone, then do the gig, and of course we were going to New Brunswick. There was 3 or 4 gigs in New Brunswick, and then on the way back from New Brunswick, myself and Brian would have to hibernate for 2 weeks. And then when I flew back here at the end of the gigs, I'd have to hibernate again for another 2 weeks. So for the sake of 8 gigs and 6 weeks out of my life, said, no, I don't think so. It's we're going to get past this thing. We really are. Anyway, I'll do this for Pat and whoever else wants it. Have you seen him on the corner? As his liquid hits the pavement, he's been hiding from his razor. Is he not an awful sight? In love he was a purist. Now he's frightening the tourist. If he'd only asked his father, he'd have surely set him right. Take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. Take her in your arms, hold that woman tight. Won't you take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. If you're going to love a woman, be sure and do it right. Well, he met her in a disco, in a dive in San Francisco. And you know it would have been better had he seen her in daylight. She was painted, she was scented, she's rolled your man demented. If he'd only asked his father, he'd be sure to set him right. Take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. Take her in your arms, hold her woman tight. Won't you take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. If you're going to love a woman, be sure and do it right. Hey, wait, 2, 3. It's live, lads. Here's a pub with fun and laughter. The landlord's buying, baby. There's a session in the corner, and the crack is grand tonight. But your man who lost his woman, he's away at home lamenting. If he'd gone and asked his father, he'd be sure to set him right. Sing it with me. Take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. Take her in your arms, hold a woman tight. Won't you take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. If you're going to love a woman, be sure and do it right. Sad verse. Now depression's not a million laughs. Suicide's too dangerous. Don't be jumping out of buildings in the middle of the night. It's not the fallen but the landing that promotes your social standing. So go first and ask your father, he'll be sure to sit right. Take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. Take her in your arms, hold her woman tight. Won't you take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. If you're going to love a woman, be sure and do it right. Here's a help to ultra lovers, their sisters and their brothers and their uncles and their grannies. For this thing is black and white. If you're going to start romancing, well, it's flipping and it's dancing, then go first and ask your father, he'll be sure to say it right. Take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. Take her in your arms, hold her one tight. Won't you take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. If you're going to love a woman, be sure and do it right. Take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. Take her in your arms, hold that woman tight. Won't you take her in your arms, tell her that you love her. If you're going to love a woman, be sure and do it right. I went off and messed it up, but that's okay. My heavens.
That's lovely, honey. It was great.
Okay, I'm going to switch over now. Switch over guitars for a little while. I have it planned better this week, so I don't have to do too much switching. Now, this song is for Brenda. Brenda's out there probably mad dancing out there. And Brenda is a huge Jimmy Buffett fan. I don't do too many Jimmy Buffett things. I think I mentioned last week, a couple of years ago, myself, the great Bob Quinn, and the super great Tony Quinn, we did a show called the 3Js, Night of the 3Js, and it was James Taylor, Jim Croce, and Jimmy Buffett songs. And this was one that we did. This is as I said, this is for Brenda. The thing, I like the song, it was a hit, and like it's a lovely both melody and but where there's a secondary part and it goes into the strangest chords you've ever heard, and I love it. I love it. You like it too, don't you, Joe?
I do. I love it. It's fantastic.
Larry likes this song. I don't know if Darcy likes this song, 'cause I don't know if I ever did it. I hope Brenda likes this song. It's called Come Monday. Heading up to San Francisco for the Labor Day weekend show. I got my hush puppies on. I never was one for glitter rock and roll. And honey, I didn't know that I'd be missing you. So come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze. I just want you back by my side. Well, you know it's been quite a summer. Rented cars and westbound trains. And now you're off on vacation, something you tried to explain. And darling, I love you so, and that's the reason I let you go. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze. Just want you back by my side. Here we go. I can't help it, you're that much a part of me now. Remember the night in Montana when we said there'd be no room for doubt. Well, I hope you're enjoying the scenery. I know that it's pretty out there. Well, we can go hiking on Tuesday with you. I'd walk anywhere. California has worn me quite thin. I just can't wait to see you again. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze. Just want you back by my side. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze. Just want you back by my side.
Woo!
That's for Brenda. Now, I have another sip. We put the fire on for you today. I'll be
Nigel's here. Nigel just joined us.
Nigel, how are you doing? It's not gin,
But Joni's drinking gin.
but Joni's drinking gin. You hear Joni in the back? Joni's it's like a running commentary today. We just got back this morning. We went away to our little spot. It's about an hour and 15, right up on the ocean, a place called Kingman's Cove. We spent a couple of nights up there. Got very cold up there over the last month or so, and we spent the whole weekend listening to strange noises that the water pump was making. So hopefully we'll get that taken care of. This here is one of my favorite songs, and it's becoming very popular all over again. So Richard Thompson wrote this, and it was a number of people requested it. Lovely song called Bees Wing. Well, I was 19 when I I came to town, they called it the summer of love. They were burning babies, burning flags, the hawks against the dove. Well, I took a job in the Stevie down on Cauldron Street, and I fell in love with the laundry girl who was working next to me. She was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath the wind might blow it away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Brown hair zigzag round her face, and a look of half surprise, like a fox caught in the headlight. There was animal in her eyes. She said, young man, oh, can't you see I'm not the factory kind? If you don't take me out of here, I'll surely lose my mind. Ah, she was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing, so fine I feared I'd crush her where she lay. She was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, will stay, and you wouldn't want it any other way. Well, we bust around the market towns, pick fruit down in Kent, and we could tinker lads and hands and pots and knives wherever we went. And I said that we might settle down and get a few acres dug, fire burning in the hearth and babbies on the rug. Oh, she said, old man, you foolish man, that surely sounds like hell. Well, you might be lord of half the world, you'll not own me as well. Ah, she was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay, and you wouldn't want me any other way. We was cutting down the Gower one time, and our work was pretty good. She thought we shouldn't wait for frost, and I thought maybe we should. And we were drinking more in them days, and tempers reached a pitch, and like a fool I let her run with the ramble-inch. And last I hear she's sleeping rough back in the Derby beat, white horse in her hip pocket and a wolfhound at her feet. And they say she even married once to a man named Rodney Brown, but even a gypsy caravan was too much settling down. And they say her flowers faded now, hard weather and hard booze. Baby, that's the price you pay for the chains that you refuse. She was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing, and I miss her more than ever words could say. If I could just taste some of her wildness now, if I could hold her in my arms today, but I wouldn't want her any other way. Ah, she was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay, you wouldn't want me any other way. As long as there's no price on love, I'll stay, and you wouldn't want me any other way.
You whistling? Well, okay. Now, this is a request, an inner family request. I hope you're doing well out there. Everything going good? Everything, we're still in lockdown over here for another 2 weeks. The doors are shut, and no music being sung downtown, sung in concert halls. It's the same as a lot of places. Nova Scotia has gone into a more restrictive time, as has PEI. I'm sure New Brunswick is in there as well. The Atlantic bubble is busted at the moment, so hopefully it'll come back soon. Anyway, this tune here is a song I wrote a good while ago now, and I just really liked the way I liked the two very flawed people in this song that I wrote. It's not autobiographical, or is it? But not really. This tune called "Her Yesterdays."
Judy requested this.
Oh, did she? Judy Guptill requested it. Good girl, Judy.
Yep.
The last verse, I just have to, because it changes tack, to use a somewhat nautical term, for the last verse, and it references the movie Titanic. And I don't want to know, if you haven't seen the movie Titanic, I don't want to ruin it for you, but this is a spoiler alert, that the vessel does actually sink. And it talks about the characters from the movie. There's a big plow going by, blocking us in. Yeah!
Settle down, donkey.
One more thing I have to say about this song. There's a line in it talks about when they first met, this couple, and they were very young, 12 and 13. And the next line after that was, or the next line of the verse talks about how they've gotten older, and it says that they built a house upon the mountain. And I never forget this. I did this once live. I don't remember if it was radio. It was in Ireland. I don't remember if it was radio or TV, but I said, we built a house upon the mountain 9 months later to the day, and it's 9 years later to the day. Show here again. I remember well when we first met. She was 12, I was 13. She was blonde and oh so beautiful. Prettiest thing I'd ever seen. We built a house upon the mountain. 9 years later to the day. I meant to love her there forever. She was already far away. It's my love, she took a shine to drinking and to running fast and free. And when the leaves had turned from green to gold, she ran away from me. How far we've come from the mountain where we used to run and play. I never thought I'd be a memory from her yesterday. You know, I saw her Sunday morning. I watched her stagger down the street. She was leaning on some young boy's arm, trying to find her feet. I tried to tell her that I loved her still, in spite of everything she'd done.
she don't care about much these days, except a bottle of black rum. How far we've come from the mountain where we used to run and play. I never thought I'd be a memory from her yesterday. The other night I watched Titanic. Saw that big old boat go down. But I already knew the ending. I knew young Jack was gonna drown. In my head I screamed, Rosie, to get out while the going's good. Made up my mind to take my own advice. At least I promised that I would. How far we've come from the mountain where we used to run and play. Never thought I'd be a memory from her yesterday. We used to run and play. I never thought I'd be a memory from her yesterday.
Oh, nice. That's beautiful.
There you are.
Beautiful.
I'm right sad now.
Sing something to cheer you up.
I'm right sad. Now we're going to do a sing-along, hopefully.
My favorite songs are sing-along songs.
Joni's over there just chomping at the bit waiting to sing. And look, we've got lots of requests, I have to say. Joni knows this because she's keeping tabs on requests. We've got lots of requests for Joni and I to sing a couple of duets together. We do have a couple of songs that we do from time to time. I just got to talk her into it. So, Nigel, drop Joni a text and tell her just the proper amount of gins to drink before you just don't care about anything anymore.
Don't hold her breath.
Anyway, here, try this one. Oh, bottle of wine, fruit of the vine, when you gonna let me get sober? Leave me alone, let me go home, let me go back and start over. That's the chorus, you all know it. Come on, sing it with me. Bottle of wine, fruit of the vine, when you gonna let me get sober? Leave me alone, let me go home, let me go back and start over. I've rambled around this dirty old town, singing for nickels and dimes. Time's getting rough, I can't get enough to buy me a bottle of wine. Everybody! Bottle of wine, come on Joni, fruit of the vine, when you gonna let me get sober? Leave me alone, let me go home, let me go back and start over. I can hear Chuck out there in Oregon, I think.
And John's down in Palm Springs.
What?
Singing along.
Oh my God, all the families online. This
Yeah.
is great. John, sing this one. Little hotel, it's older than hell, it's cold as the darkening of mine. Lights so dim, I just had to grin, 'cause I got me a bottle of wine. Yes, I do. Bottle of wine, fruit of preacher will preach and the teacher will teach. The miner gonna dig in the mine. I ride the rods just trusting in God, drinking a little bottle of wine. Bottle of wine, fruit of the vine. When you gonna let me get sober? Leave me alone, let me go home. Let me go back and start over. Now I know you're singing. Gotta do it real loud the next few times here. Here we go. Pain in my head, I got bugs in my bed, I got pants so they shine. Out in the street and tell the people that I meet, come on buddy, buy me a little bottle of wine. Let's hear ya. Bottle of wine, fruit of the vine. When you gonna let me get sober? Leave me alone, let me go. Let me go back and start over. Bottle of wine, fruit of the vine. When you gonna let me get sober? Leave me alone, let me go home. Let me go back and start over. Let's hear you on your own. Bottle of wine, fruit of the vine.
I hear them.
When you gonna let me get sober?
Eileen Burke is singing loud.
Leave me alone, let me go home. Let me go back and start over. Yeah, a bottle of wine, fruit of the vine. When you gonna let me get sober? Leave me alone, let me go home. Let me go back and start over. Why don't you let me go back and start over?
Woohoo!
Hey, you're all singing. Did you really hear him, Johnny? You just making that up?
No, Eileen is singing. She said she's singing loud in a mood of gay Ben and clutching her middle saying, Jesus is great.
She's channeling Brian Doherty, is she? That's excellent. Well, because Chuck is out there now, Chuck and the nieces, I did the song a good few weeks ago, one of the first ones there, but Chuck likes this song. It's a John Denver tune, written by Bill and Taffy Danoff. Just saw a car attempt to go up the street there. It didn't work too well, did it, John?
No.
There's a tune called Country Roads. Now, you know it. Again, I'm trying to do a couple sing-alongs now and get in the mood. Hoist a couple of bevies. Almost heaven. Oh, wait now.
Country roads.
No.
Wow.
I wonder where you're going. You're going to get another drink, aren't you?
No.
Nigel, she's listening to you. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, come on, Chuck, get out of here. All my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to the water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home down country road. I hear her voice in the morning as she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday on the road, country roads take me home, woo, to the place I belong.
country roads, here we go. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home down the country road. Take me home down the country roads. Take me home down the country roads.
Woo! Hot smoking sassafras.
There it is.
Yep.
Now,
Yep.
country roads. Now here's one.
You did have a request for Fields of Athen Rye.
Oh, I'll do that next week. That's one I definitely have to go over. We got a request for this one. It's a Mickey McConnell tune, and funnily enough, before the Garrison Brothers existed, there was the Garrison Brothers were a group called the New Folk Trio. Excuse me, and we recorded this song. That's a long time ago, and I think we still have from that New Folk Trio record, and that's all it was. It was vinyl. I wouldn't be surprised if we still have a few boxes downstairs in a dark corner.
We do.
We do, yeah. Well, you know, we can get rid of them if you want.
Yeah.
If you come visit New, I'll tell you what now. Here's a challenge. When this is all over, and you come to visit Newfoundland, and I'm here, any of you who show up, you can have a copy of that record.
As long as supplies.
As long as supplies last. There's probably a good few boxes down there, though, I would think.
Just one box.
There's one box.
Just one box. Yeah.
So there you are. So I think there was maybe 20 or 25 vinyl, and I'm not. They're all sealed, but I'm not going to guarantee that they don't look like that or anything like that. But there's a gorgeous picture of everybody on the front. So Steve Wainwright, Eugene Byrne, and myself.
God bless him.
God bless him and rest him. But we did this song. I do have to say, my good friend and fellow bandmate, since last year, myself and Larry Foley and Darcy Broderick formed a little band over here. The three of us, we call ourselves, we couldn't come up with a name, and we were going to call ourselves Irish Beef, because BEF, Broderick Evans Foley. But I believe it was Darcy came up and said, boys, we just call ourselves the Butcher Boys, and the beef is still on the go. But Darcy does a smashing version of this song. It's a tune called Only Our Rivers Run Free. When apples still bloom in September, when blossoms still grow on each tree, when leaves are still green in November, it is then that our land will be free. I wandered her hills and her valleys, and still to my sorrow I see a land that has never known freedom, and only her rivers run free. I drink to the death of her manhood, those men who would rather have died than to live in the cold chains of bondage
back their rights were denied. Oh, where are you now when we need you? What barns where the flame used to be? Are you gone like the snows of last winter? And will only your rivers run free? How sweet is life, but we're crying. How mellow the wine, but we're dry. How fragrant the rose, but it's dying. How gentle the wind, but it sighs. What good is in youth when it's aging? What joy is in eyes that can't see? When there's sorrow in sunshine and flowers, and only our rivers run free.
Beautiful, honey. That's beautiful.
Ah,
Lovely.
that's a good song, that. Now, let's see about this one.
Mickey and Paula are watching.
Oh, are they? Hello.
From Ireland.
Hello, Mick and Paula.
Mary Tobin is from Ireland.
Mary Tobin, how are you? The contingent from Ryan is buckling in there now.
Yeah.
This has a very easy chorus to it. And all you have to do to sing this chorus is not tell the truth. You have to lie, la lie, lie, la lie, la lie, la lie.
Oh, honey, if the whole singing thing doesn't work out for me, there's always yucks.
I hope you can hear what my wife is doing back there. It's like, maybe I'll do one up. Why not? And this tune called a Boxer. One of my favorite Simon and Garfunkel tunes, and obviously Paul Simon. I'm expecting great singing on this one. I'm just a poor boy, my story's seldom told. I've squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumbles, such are promises. All lies and jest, still a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. When I left my home and my family, I was no more than a boy, in the company of strangers, in the quiet of a railway station, running scared. Laying low, seeking out the poor quarters, where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. Let's hear ya! Lie, 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 come on, Jody. Lie, 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 lie. La 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 la. Asking only workman's wages, I come looking for a job, but I get no offers. Just to come on from the Hooers on 7th Avenue. I do declare there were times when I was so lonesome, I took some comfort there. Now the years, they're rolling by me, they're rocking endlessly. I'm older than I once was, but I'm younger than I'll be. That's not unusual. No, it isn't strange. After changes upon changes, we're more or less the same. After changes, we're more or less the same. Come on, lie to me. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie. La 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 la. Now I'm laying out with winter clothes, and I'm wishing I was gone, going home to where the New York City winters aren't bleeding me, going home. In the clearing stands a boxer and a fighter by his trade, and he carries the reminders of every blow that laid him down or cut him, till he cried out in his anger and his shame, I'm leaving, but the fighter still remains. Lie, 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 la la lie, la la lie, la 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 lie, 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 la la lie, la la lie, la 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 lie. Let's hear you. Lie, 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 la la. Boxer, what are you doing over there, Joni?
There's a lot of snow in our driveway.
There's a lot of snow in the driveway. All right, moving on now. Change of guitars. You noticed that I didn't do a lot of changing.
Oran is here from Dublin.
Is he?
Chatting with his name.
Good man, Oran. Come so hot, Will. Come on. Now, here's one. We had a request for this now. We've had a request for a lot of these songs today, actually. I'm not. I don't.
All of the songs. We had a request for all of the songs.
Yeah, that's good. So keep the requests coming. What I'm hoping to do now, next week, how many Sundays? The St. Patrick's is a Wednesday, right? Mm-hmm. 17th Wednesday, 16th Tuesday. So the 14th, I'm hoping to have a little bit of a special show up for you. So we'll see how that goes.
Lennon and Beckett are dancing and watching Grandad.
Excellent. That's the grandchildren are on now. This is like a big family event. Of course, we're all part of the folk music family anyway. If when you're down on your knees with your hands put together in prayer tonight, say a big prayer for all of the pub owners, wherever they may be in this, because it's disastrous for those boys too. The poor old triangle now in Halifax, along with so many other pubs. Broderick's here, Shamrock City, O'Reilly's, Brady Malloy's, all the pubs. Say a prayer for them. You never know. Wouldn't it be great if God came down and had a pint in every pub? My God, that'd be pretty good, wouldn't it? That could be a song now. Pat Chesil. Now, get on that one. Call it a pint in every pub. And I'm going to do this one now. I'm doing a lot of sing-alongs today, you probably noticed, and that's okay. It's called The Wild Rover. You know it. Snow Day Never. I've been a wild rover for many years. I spent all my money on the whiskey and the beer. But now I'm returning with gold and grey store, and I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no day never, no day never no more. When I play the wild rover, no never. And the words that I spoke, sure I was only codding. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. There was Katie and Nancy and Margaret and Sue, and 3 or 4 more who belonged to our crew. We stayed up past midnight, we made the place roar. I was the wild boyo, but I'll be one no more. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I'll go home to me parents, I'll confess what I've done, and I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And when they caress me like oft times before, sure I never will play the wild rover no more. Sing it! It's no, nay, never. No, nay, woo, will I play. No, no more. There's a pile of musicians out there today, and they know this song very well. This is probably one of the most requested songs of the Irish canon. And that's what all songs that get sung so often, it gets murdered so many times a night all over the world that it's not that you really get sick of it, but you kind of like to give it a rest every now and then. And that's what this last verse is about. Because every drunk walks up to you and I want to say, the wild rover. Well, I've been a folk singer for many years, and you sing the wild rover is all that I hear. But now I'm retiring to go on the dole, and I never will sing the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I shall maybe once more. All right. It's getting warm up here now, Joni.
Will I turn off the
No,
fire?
don't turn off the fire. We need the ambiance.
The ambiance. There's some grand.
I am too. Now, right. I think this could be possibly the last tune. Maybe.
Sure. What's the last song?
Yeah, this one.
Um,
Oh, you want me to build in that encore? Okay, well I'll do that. Yes, this won't be the last one. That's one. We're
we've had a request for that song, the encore song.
Did we?
did
Okay,
have a
we'll
request for
do that.
Yeah.
This is another request that we got. This is great. All requests today. And I actually, her yesterday's was requested by Judy Guptill, wasn't it?
It
So
was,
that's
yeah.
lovely. I appreciate that, Judy. That's fantastic. We'd like to say hello to Hughina and Edith out there, who I just want to let you know I'm still waiting on the chocolate chip cookies. And the post hasn't stopped running over here.
Ueda says they're not ready to go yet. Keep them coming.
Yeah, okay, well, there it is. Now, and I also have to point out that our friend Rita in Sydney Mines makes a hell of a chocolate chip cookie too, and come on, boys,
I don't make chocolate chip cookies.
No, Johnny doesn't. I do, and I might just have to make my own chocolate chip cookies, but it's just so much nicer when they show up in a box. Peggy Wood up in St. John here has been sending me some absolutely fantastic
memorabilia.
memorabilia from both the New Folk Trio and the Garrison Brother days. And
Oh, wait, just
Oh.
share this with people.
Will you see this picture?
Share this with people. An old D&D picture.
Oh,
Look at that.
look at that.
Your babies.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you see any of these two gentlemen, if you see any of them, do not attempt to approach them. They are armed and dangerous. That's a great picture.
That's great.
More hair than sense in that one there. Stan Rogers. I'll do a Stan Rogers tune for you here now. And quick story about this. We were in, after Stan had passed, my son, by the way, is named after my son Stan. It's named after Stan Rogers. In fact, when Stan turned 1 year old, Stan's mum knit an Irish and Aaron sweater for him. We sent it on. It was a lovely thing. Anyway, I was telling Stan's mum and dad this one time. We were in Ontario with the Garrison brothers, and I was telling the story about one night that Stan had come into the LBR where everybody played, and he stood at the back of the hall. And Stan, if you had met him or if you knew anything about him at all, Stan was a tall man, a very imposing figure, and he was at the back of the room with his bald head and his mirrored sunglasses and his leather jacket, looking all the world like trouble was going to happen. And I remember he came to the dressing room, was right behind the stage at the LBR, and we were just talking. I said, listen, we've recorded 3 of your songs so far. We recorded 45 years, we recorded Watching the Apples Grow, and there was another one we recorded. Anyway, I said, do you have any more fast ones like those? Not 45 years, of course, but the other two. And Wreck of the Athens Queen, I think we did. And he said, I swear, he leaned down, pulled the sunglasses down like that and said, Kevin, I don't write losers anymore. So I was telling his mother this story, and she looked at me and she said, oh yeah? And she gave me a 90-minute tape of Stan, just recordings, you know, sitting around the table, writing new songs. And the first song on the tape was Acadian Saturday Night, which we obviously recorded afterwards. So I had to thank Stan for this loser of a song, which it never was. When Evans and Doherty recorded this song, the fiddler on it was Natalie McMaster, and Tracy Dears played the piano. Uncle Emmy's gone down for 10 days. Old spot's going for the fish. Flying the waters off St. Clair, pick up the Niles. Fishes coming bottles of gold. Here's the Amarillo floats and the mountain stable. And you'll be back for the sweet strides. With the very fun catch all safe in the hold. Pieces of a Trinidad line or Acadian Saturday night. Emily come over to the general store and pop the citrus good for the customer. She eyes like fire, hair past her shoulders, shining like a anthracite gold. You can see her Sunday morning on the Central Lever Road. The mother close behind like a dragon, but another come over when she took behind the hall away from the music and the light on a Canadian Saturday night. And it's all on the fiddle school road. Your heart's pounding like a hammer. There's a fat lady beating the piano like a drum, back by a Highlander kite on a Canadian Saturday night. here's the hint from my lovely wife, right? Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. I think we have, do we have, oh, we just have one. We have one more Sunday before the St. Patrick's Day Sunday, right? I
No,
think
no.
Do we have more?
Yeah, we.
I don't think so.
Sure, look, let's just see.
Because isn't this the last day of the month?
Oh, the Patrick's Day Sunday is the 14th, so we've got the 6th, which is next Sunday, and then we've got, or the 7th, which is next Sunday,
Yeah.
and then the Sunday after is St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, so we got one more before St. Patrick's.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. So, and I know we've had a bunch of requests for this. Myself and Brian, as Evans and Dory, have ended with this song for years and years and years, and I don't see why this should be an exception here. Beautiful song. Thank you very much for tuning in. Again, I'm completely enjoying these things, and look, if it takes your mind off things for the few minutes that we're here, isn't that great?
We'd love to have them all in our house.
Yes,
It's so great
yes.
if you're all here with us.
Now listen,
Love it.
I want to get back to this now. Now I don't want you all showing up at once looking
Yes,
for...
every one of them can come here anytime they want to.
Okay, well you heard that. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like what Rita used to say at the concerts, you know, stop by for a cup of tea. And then they had to build it like a tea house to hold everybody that showed
That's
up.
okay, that's all right.
So anyway, we do have, you never know, there might be some other treasures there too. But I would love to pass on these, well we got a box of them. If not a box now, we definitely have a box. So what's somebody saying? What are they saying?
No, nothing.
Oh, okay.
No.
Anyway, as always, again, just listen away. If you do feel like throwing something in the pot, don't forget our charity is the Gathering Place in St. John's, Newfoundland. And it's very easy. E-transfer is just my email address, kevinbarryevans@mac.com. And PayPal is just as easy, paypal.me/Kevin Barry Evans. Easy enough. No need. No one's looking for it, but you know, it's if we're going to throw it to somebody, I'd like to do it for them. So there you go. Joni's here. Take a bow, Joni. Yep, Joni just took a bow there. Thank you all very much for being here. We'll see you next Sunday, and I'm hoping to do something very special the Sunday after that. So, but it might just be me again. Sing the song. Thank you very much. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming hill. Will you go, lassie, go? And we all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And I will build my love about the young pure crystal found, and of it I will pile all the flowers on the mountain. Will you go, lassie? Will you go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie? Will you go? If my true love, she were gone, then I'd surely find another to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go,
lassie, would you go? And we'll all go together to pull up wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie? Will you go? By the waters of the stream, where the sleek flowers were blooming, it was there I lay my love, amongst fragrant air's perfume. Will you go, lassie? Lassie, will you go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming head. Will you go, lassie? Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heaven, grows around the blooming heaven. Will you go, lassie? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go?
Sing it one last time.
And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go?
Such a good song. Great sharing these minutes with you. See you next Sunday. Say those prayers for the plow owners. Hold on, Joni, now. Say goodbye, Joni, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
There you are. Listen, God bless. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe.